All right, welcome back. In RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we're up to 302 of these beautiful babies. I love them all. They're all my babies. Vice, narcotics, gangs, exploding bodies, pursuits, foot pursuits, all kinds of stuff behind the scenes. You know, some people getting VD off a record clerk. You know, wives coming in, all kinds of stuff going on here. You won't see this on Cops. Say that right now. Okay, this is another one. I went back again. I'm a detective now, but I find these in my old archives, basically. This is an example of a young officer working with a really older officer, and the results that could be kind of interesting. Okay, I had about 4 years on, I guess, maybe 5, and we're working a gang unit, and one of the guys I'd team me with, believe it or not, was my training officer from 5 years ago, and now he has 24 years on, and he's only got 1 year left. So they decided to put him in a gang unit so he doesn't get hurt or in trouble in patrol, because he was a patrolman, and he really didn't want to do that, but he thought, why not? They told him, look, 1 more year, get you 25. You're out of patrol, you can get real bad stuff, but in the gangs, you can kind of control your environment, and you control who you stop, and you're working with young guys, you know, and they're okay, fine. Well, this is an example of 25 years, you lose your edge, and I'll tell you, you'll see in a minute here, you know, I'm not bragging, but, you know, you compare a 4-year policeman to a 25-year policeman and sometimes when you get that many years on, you slacked off on your alertness and a little slower in running, and which it comes within territory. You're older, you know, you're not 21 years old anymore. You're 46 years old or whatever the hell it is. So we're going with this guy, and we're driving around just looking for gang members, and we're going to an industrial area, you know, mostly warehouses. And this is we work 6 at night till 2 in the morning, so nobody's out there, but we're looking for burglars. We know sometimes cars will back in or pull in. They'll be doing dope, or they'll be trying to break in, or they'll be lovers, which is a treat. Sometimes you get people naked. Yeah, you know, once in a while I get to see a naked lady. Anyway, so we're going down the street, and there's warehouse on both sides. Big wide street. They make it wide because they have all these semis they got to turn and back in. So it's a really wide road, huge. And there's a car sitting in the middle of the road. This is like midnight. Brake lights are on. You know, it's idling, the exhaust pipes on. Well, that's weird. It's a plain car, a 4-door car. So we drive up, and I'm driving. So I walk up. My partner walks up. We're in suits. We're gang, we're suits and ties. So we walk up. You know, what's going on here? We don't know what's going on. You never know what's going on. And as we get to the car, I look in, well, here's a security guard, probably in his 70s, full uniform, with a gun and everything. He's got a coffee can between his legs, and I assume it's urine. Find out it was later, okay? So obviously this guy's a security officer driving around here doing security work. He's asleep. He's just sitting there like this. Foot's on the brake. Check that out. Foot's on the brake, asleep. In uniform with a .38 revolver on his side. Okay, who would think this is a dangerous situation for so many levels? Okay, foot off the brake, he's asleep. Foot's going to slide off, right? There he goes. Okay, crash into somebody or a building, hurt himself or someone else. Gang members come up and drive it there all the time. See an old guy sitting in there, he's toast. They'll jump him. They'll take his car, take his gun, maybe even kill him. A lot of bad things here could happen with this one little old guy sitting there asleep at the wheel. Okay. So I look at my partner over the top, I go like this, I go like this, like I'm going to turn the ignition off. He goes, and then I go, and we're trying to do signals, so I back off a little bit, back of the butt. I go, I take his gun. He goes, the look on my partner's face like, oh yeah. I go, okay. So, I mean, my first thought was, you're my training officer. Anyway, so he look on his face like, good call, okay? So I gently go and reach across him. Got to be careful because I don't want him waking up and startle him because I got a guy in a suit. So I gently reach over and turn the ignition off. Okay, then I threw the keys on the floor and I back up, and then so he's just sitting there. Car's still in gear. So then I'm looking at my partner. So I reach over and I put it in park. Okay, guy's out. He never even. Then I reach over, and by that time my partner opens the door and gently goes across the seat. I unsnap the holster and I grab the weapon, and then I look at him. I go like that. I yank it out. Well, that's when it startles him. He wakes up like that and and we're yelling at him, police, 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 don't move. And he goes, scared. Oh, okay. Sir, get out of the car. Okay, get out of the car. He goes, we got our badges out. Oh, okay. He's all flustered. I got his gun now. I'm holding onto the gun by the barrel. And when he gets out, I'd forgotten because I'm so worried about the gun and the car and everything else. The can falls over, and it's a little short Folgers kind of MGB kind of, it's fully earned. Okay, so it falls on the floor on his leg. I back up like whoa, like whoa. And so we get him around. We don't cuff him. We just get him around and what's going on? Oh yeah, I work security. He's got the uniform, but it's a civilian security firm. Let me see your ID. And, oh my gosh. But then as I'm talking to him, he's drunk. Okay. So I go, okay, well, I got maybe a semi-VIP here. I got a gun. I should call a supervisor anyway, just for show. So I call one. He rolls up, gets out. Tell him what happened. He goes, oh, you got to book him DUI. You got to book him DUI. If you're in a car with the ignition on, moving or not, and you're drunk, remember this. You're sitting at a curve, even, they won't get you in your driveway, but you're in front of your house, and you're drunk, and you got the car, the engine's on, or even in the ignition, the keys are in the ignition, you can be booked for DUI. Because there's a presumption that you're going to drive that car. And the goal, once in a while in California, is to protect the motoring public from you waking up and going, oh, I'll just take off and go to the liquor store. So they're presuming that you're going to drive that car. Some agencies even say if a guy's in the car drunk and the keys are anywhere near him, they're going to book him. That's up to you. That's discretionary. But our department says they want to at least have the key in the ignition. Anything after that, you will arrest them. Ignition, or even if the car, of course, once the car's running, absolutely. And if his car was running, put on the brakes, so he's going. Never saw any objective symptoms of him driving, don't need it. We're trying to protect the motoring public. You guys, for somebody like this, even though he may be a security guard, putting that thing in drive and taking him down the street and he's drunk, okay? So we arrested him and took his gun. So as we're putting him in the car, after the sergeant leaves, he goes, my partner goes, come here. He goes, man, I'm glad I got you with me, man. I said, I completely zoned out. I didn't even think about the gun. And I go, man, yeah. And so it looked on his face, like I could see he was in his golden years of being an officer, and I think he pretty much had kind of relaxed a little bit. And you can, but I tell you, any law enforcement will tell you, man, the day 1 to day 1,000, you cannot let your guard down 1 split second, or you'll be dead. And that's it. People want to kill you. Okay. That was interesting. I mean, he's a good guy, believe me. He taught me everything I know, more, and he was a good guy working this unit. But so once in a while, you could see he'd had a lapse. And it was kind of weird. But I didn't. So that's why we're partners. Take care of each other. Okay. And then make sure we go home that night. So anyway, that's it. And hope you enjoy the urine on the pants and all that. But that's the way it goes. See you later. Bye-bye.